First up on the bulletin, is there going to be a split in the TMC? We are going to be decoding for you the formula for who appears to be the real TMC. Well, Mamata Banerjee's TMC, it appears to be staring at a serious internal crisis, with signs of a possible split emerging within the party. Expelled TMC MLAs Decoded, Banerjee and Sandeepan Saha have reached the West Bengal Assembly, and they have claimed that they have the support of more than 55 party MLAs. Remember, TMC won 80 seats, 2 of them have been expelled, so that takes the math down to 78. Out of 78, the rebels are claiming they have the support of more than 55 party MLAs in the form of signatures. So reports are suggesting that Decoded Banerjee alone is being backed by 57 MLAs as the faction projects itself as the Asli TMC. As many as 15 rebel MLAs are said to have reached the West Bengal Assembly, which further strengthens the claim of a growing parallel group within the party itself. With these developments, questions are now being raised about whether the TMC is now heading towards a deep internal rupture. Is Mamata Banerjee facing not just electoral pressure, but an internal rebellion within her own party? Well, that's the question. So let's decode for you the tukde of TMC. We have done the math there on your screen so that you are able to understand what is the current situation on the ground. The total number of TMC seats which were won in the assembly were 80. From there, we subtract 2 of them because 2 MLAs, remember, have been suspended, have been expelled by Mamata Banerjee. That takes the TMC strength to 78. There are 2 other MLAs who are not part of the TMC MLAs forum, which is why we are removing that. So TMC's strength per se then comes down to 72, as I was explaining to you, 2 have been expelled. Now the rebels who have turned up at the assembly, physically counting them, comes to about 15. There are 15 rebels who have been spotted at the assembly. They say they are going to meet the speaker. But everyone doesn't need to be present physically to meet the speaker. The rebel team says they have the signatures of over 55 plus MLAs. Some reports are saying 57 plus. Some of them are saying 55 plus. So we are keeping it at a conservative 55. Then what really happens to the math? 80 minus 2, 78, 2 of them expelled. There are 15 rebel assemblies that we have counted within the assembly. Then you have the claim that the team rebel now is up by 55 MLAs, if not 57. What does that mean for Team Mamata? That means that Mamata has merely 20 to 25 MLAs, perhaps plus minus here and there, but 20 to 25 MLAs is the claim which is being made. And if this is true, if Mamata is down to only 20 to 25 MLAs, that means there's a possibility of a split in the party or of Mamata Banerjee being ousted. Well, let's get you some breaking news around this. So there are about 15 MLAs, as I was telling you, who have reached to meet the speaker. The list includes, let's tell you who all are part of the 15 MLAs who claim to be the real, the Asli TMC. Decoded Banerjee, as I was telling you. Sandeepan Saha, he's also one of them. Sabina Yasmin is there. Ghulam Rabbani is there. He's been very vocal as well. Niyamat Sheikh. Shiauli Saha is there. Javed Khan. Humayun Kabir, some of them have been very openly critical about Mamata Banerjee as well. Mustafizur Rahman is also there. Let me go across to Rajesh, who's joining us from Kolkata. There appear to be 15 MLAs who have already turned up. So it's safe to say, Rajesh, that they are part of the rebel camp. How many signatures do they have? And more importantly, how many MLAs does Mamata Banerjee have supporting her at this time of loss, defeat and crisis?
See, this has now become a TMC versus TMC fight, and TMC is now fighting for the post of leader of opposition. And as you asked, how many MLAs are there to sign on this new resolution? As per the sources, there are 57 rebel MLAs who are ready to sign on the paper, and they are wanting Decoded Banerjee as their new leader of opposition, and they are opposing the resolution which was taken by the party itself. Few days back, when a meeting was conducted at the residence of Mamata Banerjee, and at their meeting, at the said meeting, it was decided that the party's leader of opposition will be Shobandip Chattopadhyay, and other deputy leaders and chief whip also were also selected during this internal meeting, which was conducted on 6th May. But later, some of the MLAs strongly opposed the resolution and clearly stated that they didn't sign on the paper and they want to select their own leader of opposition. And as you said, multiple MLAs have already arrived at West Bengal Assembly. At least 30 to 40 MLAs, rebel MLAs, of course I should mention rebel MLAs, they have entered inside West Bengal Assembly, including expelled TMC MLA Ritubroto Banerjee and Sandeepan Saha, and Speaker, West Bengal Assembly Speaker Rathindo Ghosh has also reached inside the West Bengal Assembly, and now they're conducting an internal meeting among themselves, and following which TMC MLAs, rebel TMC MLAs, will decide who will be the next leader of opposition. And as per the sources, it's very clear that Ritubroto Banerjee will be their choice. They will select Ritubroto Banerjee and they will submit another letter to the Speaker of West Bengal Assembly seeking the recognition of a leader of opposition. And not only that, some of the TMC MLAs are also claiming that the support has reached to at 65 to 67, not only 57. We have the information that 57 MLAs are ready to sign on that paper, but some of the TMC MLAs are also claiming off the record, off the camera, that the number of the supporters can reach to 67, then this is going to be another embarrassing moment for the Trinamool Congress as well as Mamata Banerjee. Of course, back to you.
This is huge what you are telling us. Rakesh is telling us that it's not just 55, 57 that we are doing a cautious math of. He is picking up to 67 MLAs of TMC may have rebelled against Mamata Banerjee, her nephew Abhishek Banerjee. In that case, what is the number game looking like? Rakesh, stay with us. What's the number game? Let's explain that to our viewers. The total number of MLAs is 80. We, of course, can subtract 2 of them, but for the timing, we are keeping the 2 of them because the 2 MLAs who have been expelled from the TMC now claim that they are the actual TMC, that there is no need for them to be expelled. So what's the first scenario? If at least 53 TMC MLAs split, it is important that the number of rebels is 53 out of 80 because that means it would be 2/3. Now remember, what does the anti-defection law says? It says that the party can split only and only if 2/3 of the legislators are splitting away. Then they become the real party. But if it is less than 53, if the rebels do not have 2/3 of the majority of legislators on their part, as per the anti-defection law, they stand to be expelled, that they can be disciplinary action against them, which is why the rebels must ensure that they have minimum of 53 TMC MLAs who are on their side. In this case, if they do, and what we just heard from Rakesh, it's possible that they have as many as 67 as per some of the sources. If that is true, they will be able to evade the anti-defection law. Scenario 2, if they cannot pull it off, if they have less than 53 MLAs, rebellion is going to flop. The split will not happen. In fact, this kind of a rebellion may invite a disqualification of those who have rebelled if it is less than 53. So 53, remember, is the magic number that they must hit in order to ensure that they split. But do the rebels have that number? Or can Mamata Banerjee pull off a sudden magic card? Does she have a trump card up her sleeve? Well, that's the question. Meanwhile, let's get you some of the reactions which have been coming in from TMC so that you get a sense of what's happening on the ground as well within the camp.
So I was there in the MLA hostel. I had some puffed rice with onion, chilies, salt and oil, along with many other MLAs. How many? I don't remember. There were so many MLAs.
Was the Javed Khan Shivli Shah?
Javed was there.
So how many MLAs are with you right now?
What? I can't understand that. I met MLAs because if you go to the MLA hostel, everywhere MLAs. Water, water everywhere, not a drop to drink. Water, water everywhere, not a drop to sing.
BJP is now claiming that a lot of MLAs are giving support to you.
That BJP can tell. I cannot tell. I have not. I have categorically said, as far as myself and Sandeepan Saha is concerned, I am ready to take responsibility today. Today, when I'm speaking with you, I will only take responsibility for myself and Sandipan Shah.
This is the new Khela Hube. Please go and ask Mamata Bano. और अपनों ही ने खेला कर दिया. बीजेपी तो नहीं किया, अपनों ही ने खेला कर दिया. TMC is reduced to ashes now. The new TMC will take oath. The new leader of opposition from TMC will be there, but it won't be from Mamata's side.
ममता बनर्जी जबरदस्ती रास्ते में उतर रही है. ना जनता चाहती है, ना उनके पार्टी के लोग चाहते हैं. इसलिए कोई आया नहीं है. आदत सुधारना चाहिए. लोगों ने मैंडेट दे दिया है, अभी भी भूल नहीं पा रही है. इसलिए जनता ने बहुत झेला है. आप लोगों ने बहुत कुछ किया है. अभी चुनाव गया, लोगों को बहुत परेशानी हुई है. थोड़ा शांति से रहिए और शांति से रहने दीजिए.
In fact, even suspended TMC leader Riju Datta had warned of this. The suspended leader claims that the party stands with Mamata Banerjee but is not supporting her nephew, Abhishek Banerjee. And that is the narrative which has been coming up again and again. The problem's not with Mamata Banerjee. It is actually with her nephew, Abhishek Banerjee, and his high-handedness. Listen in to what former leaders of the TMC are saying.
The party is Mamata Banerjee. Let me say this very clearly. Mamata Banerjee got 40%, 41% vote in Bengal. Trinamool Congress did not get that vote. Mamata Banerjee has got that vote. Mamata Banerjee made this party. And all the rebel, let me call them rebel legislators, they have also won on a Trinamool ticket on the face of Mamata Banerjee. They have not won as an independent candidate. Let me be very open about it. But they cannot take this behavior or this attitude of Abhishek Banerjee and the way the party was conducting in the recent times, and that is why they want to move away from this.
So is the problem really with Abhishek Banerjee, not Mamata Banerjee? Is that what trump card Mamata Banerjee may just play at the last moment? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Rajesh Saha, of course, is there on the ground in Kolkata, getting us minute-by-minute updates. Rajesh, we'll keep coming back to you for more updates on this. This continues to be one of our top focus stories right here on Times Now, where we are going to be decoding the math behind the Asli TMC. But with that, since we are with the state of West Bengal, here's an interesting development which has happened. Well, what happened to begin as a routine pre-monsoon cleanup session, which happened in Kolkata's Surendranath College, has now snowballed into a full-blown mystery. Well, college staff first stumbled upon 2 suitcases which are stuffed with damaged and soiled currency notes. There were rupee notes, as you can see on your screens, with lakhs of it, which was found inside a storeroom. Then came a second shock. There was a country-made firearm, which was found in a room which was attached to a student union office, which was previously controlled by the TMC. Well, the twin recoveries of damaged currency notes and of a firearm have now triggered off a police probe, with investigators trying to establish who used these rooms and how the cash and firearm ended up on the campus. With that, more breaking news which is coming in. Kolkata police has registered a case at the Muchipara police station. This in connection with the recoveries which have been made at the Surendranath College, which is in Kolkata. FIR has been registered against TMC leader Debashish Banerjee. He's one of the youth TMC leaders. Debashish Banerjee links with the TMC directly. Let me go across to Hridita, who's joining us live from the college itself, where that recovery has been made. Hridita, you're joining us from there. Tell us, who's Debashish Banerjee? Why is it supposed, or at least why is he being linked to the damaged currency and the firearm which has been found?
Well, absolutely. You see that at this point I'm standing here at the Surendranath College building. This is a college, let me tell you. But visuals that are coming up front after the 2 rooms from where about 1 crore money was recovered, which was beaten by termites in one of the rooms, and on the second room, in the union room of the evening college, we have found that firearms have also been found out. But what is more surprising, I show you, inside a college campus, if this is a door of a classroom, but if we enter through it, we see a bedroom. You can see that this is the bedroom with an attached washroom inside a college room. This is supposed to be a classroom, but it has been modified as a classroom, as a bedroom. You can see there are cushions that are inside, there are towels inside, and there are such more things which are laid inside. And you can also see the bin papers, the bed sheets, the stools, and everything else inside this classroom, which is modified to be a bedroom now. But who was using this? Under whose news did the making of this bedroom happen? That is not clear. This is not only one bedroom of inside a college campus, but there is a second one to it also. You see, there is another samely modified bedroom inside this college campus with AC, bed, mattresses, almirah, chairs, cups, and also jars to drink tea and everything, and this pillows. You see, like, this is a college room. And remember that under the Trinamool government, there has been repeated allegations launched towards the college, the government colleges, and the functioning of their union rooms. Last time during the Kochba Law College incident, we had seen how this girl was taken to the union room where she was molested and harassed. And this is for the second time now inside a college campus. We see there are bedrooms. Now, figures that are coming in, the names that are coming in of the governing body heads, which is Debashish Banerjee and his son. Debashish Banerjee was the governing head of this very college, and he was closely connected with the councillors and the local MLAs of this area, which is Noyona Bandopadhyay, who was the MLA of this of the Trinamool Congress of the very area. This time also she has won the tickets of the North Kolkata seat of the Surendranath College area seat, Noyona Bandopadhyay. She was also present yesterday in the meeting of Mamata Banerjee, and we see close connections and pictures which are coming in. This is the college corridor, you see, from where this entire room passes by. These are all classrooms, but amidst this classroom, what has been found are two bedrooms. But who was behind it? Because you see, not only firearms and money that was recovered from this college, but there were also unnecessary stuffs for a student union room to have, like contraceptive pills, condom packets, sanitary napkin packets inside a student union room. I will show you this entire board also, where the names of the ministers of the Trinamool Congress leaders that have inaugurated this entire terrace facilities of the Surendranath College area. You see Sudeep Bandopadhyay, who is the member of parliament of the Trinamool Congress, his name in bold. I was talking about Noyona Bandopadhyay. You see the MLA's name of this very area. She was also present here. You see Debanshu Gangopadhyay, who was the president. And lastly, you see Debashish Banerjee, under whose assistantship and instructions was this happening. And he was not solely the one who was behind it, but his son was also behind it. So this is how under Trinamool government, the colleges started to look like. Except education, there was everything else. A college that has completely turned out to be an OYO. You saw visuals of classrooms that have been modified inside the college as bedrooms with facilities of mattress, AC, bed covers, and such like that. Back to you,
Well,
Meghna.
Hridita, thank you so much for getting us that entire walkthrough of what really was the misuse of power, at least appears to be the misuse of power, when a college, a sanctity of education, was transformed into what appears to be a bedroom with things which shouldn't be part of a college curriculum. Thank you so much, Hridita, for getting us that report from the college itself. But with that, let's move on in the bulletin. We are going to take you across to the national capital. Unfortunate bit of news coming in. At least 18 people have been killed in a fire at a restaurant. This is in Malviya Nagar. The fire broke out at a restaurant in Malviya Nagar earlier today. You can see how there is raging fire still coming out at the time when we had taken these shots. The Delhi Fire Services got a call. This happened around 9:45 a.m. informing them about this fire. 3 people have been rescued from the basement of the DFS personnel and by the DFSL personnel rather, and they were rushed to the hospital via CATS ambulance. That's the preliminary information which is coming in. The divisional officer Ravinder from Nehru Place fire station is currently at the spot as well. Let me go across to Priyank Tripathi, who's joining us. Priyank, 18 people confirmed dead. What really happened?
Yes, Swati, Meghna, very unfortunate news coming out from the national capital, where the Delhi Fire Services received a call around 8:50 in the morning. The fire was regarding a restaurant, which was Lemon Green Restaurant in Malviya Nagar area. following to which the fire official rushed to the location at around 8:55. The grade 4, which is make 4 fire call, was done to the senior officials, which means that more fire officials should have been rushed to the location. The fire was controlled
Oh, well, there seems to be a bit of a problem there with Priyank's audio. Remember, he's right there at the situation. What we do know right now is that the deadly inferno has been brought under control, but 18 people have been confirmed dead in this fire. We are going to continue getting you the very latest. Well, with that, we are going to be wrapping up this bulletin. Thank you so much for watching right here on Setting the Agenda. We'll see you again at 12 noon. But before I go, let me tell you this. What do you do when you want to catch the news, but you're on the move? Well, Times Now Play has you covered. Times Play, the all-in-one OTT streaming platform. It has been developed by Times Network itself, uniquely blending in premium digital video entertainment with real-time news broadcasting. So you can catch your favorite news channel on Times Play, available on Google Play Store as well as Apple App Store.